Continuing to follow breaking news updates on the story we broke last night. The gruesome murder of a missing Oklahoma woman is continuing to send shockwaves through the Wagner County community. We are now getting our first look at the alleged killer, Corey Baumley, in court. We're also learning disturbing details from law enforcement after investigators find the remains of her roommate, Talina Galloway, inside a freezer in Arkansas. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Mark Bradshaw.
And I'm Erin Christie. News Channel 8's Ethan Hutchins was at today's news conference and is live with tonight's new details on the case. Ethan?
Yeah, Erin, two roommates, one dead, the other in jail, and all of this after a graphic murder at this house that neighbors say they're glad is finally getting solved. A big break in a months-long search for Talina Galloway has ended in the worst possible way, her body being found inside a freezer in Arkansas, her roommate in jail for the murder. Now authorities are revealing new details on their investigation.
This is a big puzzle that we're all putting together. In
a joint press conference, Wagner County law enforcement and prosecutors discussed the case as Galloway's former roommate, Corey Baumley, sits in a Wisconsin jail, the 59-year-old appearing in court awaiting extradition to Oklahoma.
Yes, I do. My attorney's there, and we need to start working on this immediately.
And it's always heartbreaking when you have to pick up the phone and you have to tell a family that that missing person is deceased.
Galloway had been missing since last April. Baumley reported her missing and was arrested last June in connection to the disappearance, but bonded out. Sheriff Chris Elliott says around the same time, a witness tipped off law enforcement in Arkansas about Baumley concerning some suspicious activity, but she was not arrested. That witness reportedly later found the white freezer in some woods, but held on to that information. It was only last week when investigators unsealed the freezer containing the human remains.
We had all sorts of evidence that really was pointing at a specific person.
While Sheriff Elliott tells us the crime happened in Wagner at this home, they cannot confirm a motive. But he says there is evidence that shows Baumley tried covering up the crime, cleaning up blood, and burning Galloway's property. No trespassing signs now line the abandoned home, keeping away people like Randy Lewis from knowing the crime that reportedly took place inside.
I hope that lady stays behind bars forever, because definitely she's evil.
Lewis, one of the many neighbors in this small community, shocked about the details, but thankful that Baumley is behind bars. In another odd part of this story, Baumley had originally told investigators that Galloway had made a Facebook post claiming to have COVID-19 and left town to go be alone, but investigators later found out there was never any screening for COVID-19. Reporting live in Wagner County, Ethan Hutchins, News Channel 8.